everyone, my name is Ayame. I am a member of New Birth. I've been here since I was about 12 years old, kind of on and off. I originated from Philadelphia, but I'm speaking today my testimony. I'm a professional chef in Atlanta, and February of this year, unfortunately, I was burned really bad by an intern on my left hand. So I've been going through a lot with that, trying to fight depression, trying to stay positive and motivated, and just let God work the situation out. To make a long story short, from me not being able to work, different bills and different things started adding up. Well, I didn't know that a friend of mine, right after I got burned in February, reached out to an organization called The Giving Kitchen, and it helps restaurant workers, whether you're in front of the house, back of the house, servers, chefs, cooks. And what they do is they give 2 grants of $2,500. One is a direct grant where they give it to you in the form of your bills. So for instance, an apartment, they may write it out to them for your rent. And then they do a matching grant where if your company that you work for is willing to, let's say, raise $2,000, they'll give you also $2,000. To make a long story short, I received a call October 25th, I believe, and a lady, Miss Mitzi, was very nice. She said, I just want you to know that a friend of yours has been working on trying to get you this grant since February. Your company is a private company in Atlanta, so we don't accept them. But in June, from February to June, she's been sending this stuff in, no matter what questions the lady asked. And I didn't know this whole time while she's asking me for stubs and pay stubs and bills and things like that, that she's sending this off so that I can receive the funds to pay for my bills. So the lady called and she said, asked me how I was doing. I said, I'm holding in there. She said, well, I just want you to know that you're a recipient of $2,380. We're going to send 3 rent checks for, September, December, January, February, excuse me. We're going to send you 3 rent checks, and we're all for $733, and we're also going to send you some money for Georgia Power. I immediately started crying, but the blessing was, out of all I'm going through and going through things with legally workers' comp and getting an attorney, it's like God had someone fighting for me, and the person that's fighting for me was homeless. I'm trying to help her, she's helping me, and she has so much going on. Well, the Lord blessed, not only did I receive the grant, she also just got approved for her home. So December 27th, the person who helped me, she'll be in a home. So it's kind of a double testimony. In addition to that, just December 3rd, after the blessing, December 3rd, 3 of my tires were vandalized and slashed in my neighborhood, a total of 46 cars. My car got the worst. A Gwinnett County police officer came to me and said, excuse me, ma'am, do you know that your tire was slashed? And it's December 3rd on a Monday. I said, no, sir, it's about 10:30. I had been up since about 7:30, again, working on stuff with my injury and things of that nature. So I looked out at my car, but I didn't know it was on a lien. So when he came to me, he said, yes, I ran your tag and everything. So, you know, I just want to make sure you get your case number and your police report. And my heart dropped. When he said tire, I'm thinking uno, I'm thinking 1, but he said 3 tires plus the sides of your car and the back of your car got vandalized. We're still investigating. We don't know who did it. So I'm thinking, Lord, I don't have $500 for a deductible. What do I do? And luckily, through insurance, they were able to restore my tires. But what the devil meant for bad, God meant for good, because I have 4 brand new tires right now. 4 brand new tires. And the very thing that I'm about to cry over or thinking like, well, Lord, you blessed me with the rent, you know, you're thinking everything is going back up. But it felt like, you know, 5 steps forward, 2 steps back when that happened. But even when that happened, I said, Lord, you're my source. Everything else is a resource. And besides from the testimony, I want you all to know, I'm 32 years old. My mom instilled in me God, if nothing else, God. Meaning that if God is your source, everything else is a resource. I can get a car again. I can get a home again. I can get a job again. I will be back to cooking. But if he's your source, then everything else comes. But the main thing is your soul. You know, come to him first. Give him everything. I'm still a work in progress, very much so. But one thing I am learning as a young woman is that if everything else fails, if father and your mother forsake you, you got him. And right now I'm in that place. I'm not married, I don't have any kids, but I got God right now, and he's building me up, and he's showing me the very things that, you know, you go to church when you're younger and your mom takes you and you want to go, but sometimes you want to sleep in. Now I'm shouting like her, but it's not because of an act. It's because the Holy Spirit, I feel him changing me, and I feel him confirming all the things that were spoken over my life even before I was in my mother's womb. And so I just want to encourage you all to just steadfast, pray, and just give it to God. If he gave it to you, then just ask him, what is the lesson I need to learn out of it? What do I need to do? Like Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant said today, get wisdom. And if you get wisdom, you get understanding. So I'm asking God to download wisdom for me for 2019. I pray that my business is up, you know, the restaurateur. But I give it all to God, even with the burn in February, even with the vandalism at the end of the year. I think